signs, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Good to have you here. My name is Marie. This is Indigo Earth Tarot. I'm doing a general reading for you, a July 2022 forecast. Because this is a general reading, it might not resonate with all of you, or there might be certain parts of it that resonate with you. Just feel free to take what fits, and if it doesn't fit, don't try to make it fit. I will be using a little bit of a different spread in this reading than I do in the individual zodiac signs. It tends to be a little bit more in-depth. Hopefully that will give you some more clarity and some more understanding as we move forward here. So let's dive in. This is for our earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Messages for those watching, please. Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. July 2022 forecast. All right, overall energetic theme for the reading, we have the Four of Cups. This could have something to do with feeling a little bit stuck. Could be some stubbornness here, could be some dissatisfaction with something, or maybe feeling like you missed an opportunity. But let's see where this goes. Let's find out what your current energy is. We have the Four of Swords coming in. Healing and peace. This could be really just not doing anything either. Just kind of like waiting out the tide. So what's the situation? What's going on here? We have the Page of Pentacles showing up. Well, I think there's something that you want to do, something tangible that you want to do here. Maybe doing something a little differently, maybe taking a different approach, maybe trying something different than you have in the past. So let's see what your challenge is or your opportunity here. We have the King of Wands showing up. Well, feeling confident, feeling pretty good about yourself. The King of Wands energy is very influential. Kind of taking command of a situation. Very charismatic, very colorful here. But feeling pretty prosperous, feeling pretty, you know, pretty good in your own skin, so to speak. So let's see what life is assisting you with. What's life helping with? We have the King of Cups. We got two kings showing up. Devotion, gratitude. It's kind of a father figure image coming through here too. You know, something that is like an energy that is kind of like wanting to express, but express for the global good of the whole, right? Doing something, taking action here for the global good of the whole. So we'll get more information on that. But let's see how you got here. What have you been doing up until this point? We have the Knight of Wands. So you've been taking action, curiosity, maybe something's sparking your interest. Maybe you are, there's something that you want. You know, kind of cavalierish, very cavalierish energy. So what's coming at you here in the next 0 to 3 months? We have the Hanged Man. Might be needing to take a break on something, or might be needing to hold off on something, or hold back on something here. What do you got going for you in this situation? Well, we've got Capricorn energy showing up, the Devil. Some sort of shadow aspect is coming in. And that's, you know, we've got the new moon coming in Capricorn actually, and that's really about taking, you know, things coming up, maybe that feelings coming up that you weren't aware of, or things kind of coming to the surface that may have been hidden. Seems to be some kind of shadow aspect here that wants to come through. So what are the outside influences in this situation? We have the Ten of Wands. Could be obligations. a lot of obligations maybe you're contending with or dealing with. So what's your next steps in this situation? We have the Wheel of Fortune. This could be about timing. This could also be about looking at patterns and cycles in your life. So what's the big picture here? Let's find out what's really going on. Okay, so we got some sort of clarity wanting to jump at you. Something, some sort of truth, some sort of new beginning that's very, morality, integrity, ethics. Something that's very, it's like pure essence that's wanting to come through here. So where are we heading then? Where is this all going to turn out? We have the Seven of Pentacles. So there could be a period of time here where there's some things either are showing up or aren't showing up in your life. There could be a time where you need to hold off a little bit for a while. Water the ground, so to speak. Water your, take care of your garden. Take care of your own garden for a little while. Whatever it is you're producing in your life. Because you're not happy with something here. And I think, what the energy is coming through here, where you currently are, is, either wanting to heal or have some aspects of yourself that are just in a pause moment. Peace, tranquility, quietness. So let's dive in. Earth signs. Let's see what's going on. Because there's a shadow aspect that's wanting to come through that might be putting some things on hold here. So what is this Page of Pentacles, please? Clarify the Page of Pentacles for the situation. Something important here that needs to be learned. Some new concept coming in. Some new way of handling a situation. So we have Temperance, we have the Nine of Pentacles, and we have the Queen of Swords. Well, there's something to do with your independence here. And you got Temperance coming in. Trying to alchemize or bring together some sort of knowledge, some sort of truth, with a new way of expression or a new way of doing something here. Queen of Swords is all about asking questions. The Queen of Swords is not really emotional. Queen of Swords doesn't really care about somebody's feelings, but they're more about doing what's right, doing what's fair, in the best interest of everybody involved. And this could be, maybe you're trying to, you got Temperance coming in. You're trying to bring together something. But you're also trying to be, do it in the way that's fair for everybody. Do it in a way that's truthful. You may be the one that's figuring this out, because we got the Nine of Pentacles here, right? Standing up on your own 2 feet, feeling good in your own skin, contentment, being able to be content. So there's something to do here with a new way of expression for yourself that has something to do with equity, justice, clarity, understanding. I don't see a whole lot of emotion in here. Not at this point. It's kind of more thinking and sorting things out and making a judgment call, and could be dealing with the Saggy. I got Sag showing up here. I've got Capricorn showing up here. I've got Pisces showing up here. And I have Sagittarius showing up here. So let's find out what this King of Wands is, because this is a challenge and it crosses healing. It crosses peace. So clarify the King of Wands here. What is this challenge or this opportunity? We have the Star. You know, you might have a situation too that is, you know, calling for you to use some more discernment. So we have the Star, we have the Knight of Pentacles, and we have the Empress. Well, there's somebody or someone that you want. I think you're kind of playing it safe here a little bit. You know, because this King of Wands energy can be very influential, wants what he wants when he wants it, doesn't have a whole lot of patience, and patience is the situation here. Learning how to do something different. Kind of learning how to maybe justify something or clarify something, you know, or answer. Could be answering to something or someone. And I think the challenge here is, you know, whatever it is that you're wishing for, you got the Empress showing up. The Empress is your person. And the Knight of Pentacles is about taking things very slowly, building trust, building integrity, building, you know, doing, kind of playing it safe, not, you know, pushing too fast, pushing too hard, pushing too much. And the King of Pentacles, or the King of Wands, isn't really worried about any of that. They just know that they're going to be very influential. They know that, you know, they are kind of like very charismatic, very enigmatic. They kind of, you know, they're very magnetic. Whereas the Knight of Pentacles is not very magnetic. The Knight of Pentacles just kind of keeps on like living life and doing the right things. And there's something inside of you here that you want to bring about, some sort of healing that you want to bring about to a situation or maybe even to a person. When the Empress shows up, this is somebody who you are, your person, the person that you think about. So let's see what the King of Cups is. You know, for some of you, you could be dealing with somebody who's very independent as well. Who's very independent. You might be learning some things from this person. You might be getting some clarity from this person. But they don't show a whole lot of emotion. They could be very independent and very forthright. And maybe your approach to them or how you've approached other relationships or people in the past may have been that King of Wands energy where you kind of go in and just, you know, regardless of how they are, you're able to kind of influence a situation. Whereas this one, I think you're learning a little bit about something here. So we have the Six of Swords coming through for the King of Cups. And this is what life is trying to help you with here, Earth signs. We have the Two of Wands. Well, there's a couple directions that you can go. I think there's some deep feelings here, maybe, that's not being expressed. And we have the Three of Wands. There's a couple directions that you can go in order to get what you want here. And one of them, I think, is really showing your emotions. Showing your emotions, kind of wearing your heart out on your sleeve here a little bit. But also being very practical about it and very sensible and very, very fair, right? A good listener. Someone who kind of like has some empathy and some compassion and some, is able to provide sincere advice for the best interest of the whole. And I think that, what life is trying to show you here is, you may need to go in a different direction. And this direction, when you have the Six of Swords coming in, this is something about coming into a place of rest, coming into a place of calmness, calming the waters, keeping things, at peace. Whereas the King of Wands is not worried about keeping things at peace. The King of Wands will go in and stir up whatever they want to stir up and not worry about the consequences of it, because the King of Wands kind of feels like they're going to get what they need, and then, King of Wands energy really doesn't stick around too long. Whereas the King of Cups energy stays for quite a period of time. Because it's not really worried about what they look like or how they appear, their appearances. They're more worried about how they feel in their heart. So let's see what the Knight of Wands is, because this is how you got here. And that's kind of that fleeting energy where you kind of go in and make an impact and then kind of head out the other way. We have the Queen of Cups. We have the Nine of Swords. And we have Death. Well, I think, you've got the Queen of Swords coming, or the Queen of Cups coming in here, and you got the King of Cups up here. And the Queen of Cups can be very nurturing, loving, motherly energy, right? But somebody here is kind of scared to show their feelings or say how they really feel or connect with their feelings. Just kind of rather go in kind of cavalier-like and, kind of be the hero in the situation, where you're kind of in and you're out, but you're not really there to stay. Some of you could have had an actual matriarch or female influence that may have passed, may have died. And it might scare you to connect. And so you just kind of go in a little bit flighty. But I don't know that this is serving very well. So let's find out what the Hanged Man is then. What is the Hanged Man? Do nothing. This is what's coming your way. Yeah, the Seven of Pentacles, holding off, not doing anything, kind of waiting for the situation maybe to clear itself or some sort of clear signal or answer to come in for you. And then we have the Three of Swords. It's kind of like you're waiting for some sort of information to come through here. Waiting around, doing nothing, kind of some information's coming through here for you, or some sort of information's coming through here for you that may, oh, there we go. It's bringing up some shadow aspect here of maybe some hurt. Could be some pain, could be some suffering going on. It's kind of like it's just sitting there lingering. Because there's something new here that wants to come through. There's some kind of new way of expression that wants to come through here. And only you can do this, Nine of Pentacles. But you have to be very clear, you have to be very transparent. Because there's somebody here that you really, really would like to build trust with. You would like to heal this situation. And the challenge is this King of Wands energy coming through. And so you're either waiting on something to clear itself out, or you're waiting on something, some kind of like truth to come through. And I think during this waiting, there's going to be some shadow aspect that's coming up. Because, you know, these emotions are kind of terrifying. You know, this could be something that you've buried way deep. You're just on the move, on the go, right? Knight of Wands. You know, constantly on to the next adventure, the next adventure, the next adventure, the next adventure. And then you got the King of Cups coming up here. So there's something here, deep sort of devotion, deep connected feelings here that maybe you've been running from for quite some time. The Swords, we got the Six of Swords, trying to leave it behind. But I think you've got an opportunity here. There's several different things you can do for the outcome that you really want. So what is the shadow aspect coming through? Because this is what you've got going for you, Earth signs. So I've got Aquarius showing up. I've got Taurus and Libra showing up. I've got Scorpio showing up. Sagittarius is showing up. Pisces is showing up. We have the Eight of Wands. We have the Ace of Pentacles. There's that Queen of Cups coming in. I think there's some shadow aspect coming up here, and it's going to come through some sort of communication. But it is offering you a new chance here to connect to these feelings. These feelings want to come through. And I don't think that it's something that's going to linger here, but I think that it's something that's going to stay with you. Seven of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. Something that's going to stay with you until you kind of allow those feelings to come through. Because they want to be cleared, Ace of Pentacles. And I think you also want to clear them. You know, maybe you're going to communicate how you really feel to somebody. Or maybe you need to communicate how you really feel. So let's see what the Ten of Wands is. These are the outside influences that could be kind of pressing against this. Because, you know, you got the Ace of Swords here. This is about getting real. It's about getting real, facing reality, allowing, you know, it's about integrity and morality and transparency. And that kind of seems, that's kind of what all this is about. So I don't know if you're holding stuff in or trying to hold stuff in, but this shadow aspect's coming around here. Yeah, we have the Four of Cups. So, there could be some obligations here that just feel very weighing, almost stifling. We got the Ten of Swords coming through. We want this to end. It seems to be weighing you down. It seems to be like holding you back. Yeah, and we got the Emperor. Some of you could be dealing with an Aries. I got Aries showing up here. But there's something here where you feel like you have some obligation that you're not happy with it yet. Like it's a done deal. You may be still trying to keep this alive or still trying to keep this going, but it's not. It's just it's done. It's dead. Like it's just dead. So now we have a turn of events coming through here. These are your next steps, a turn of events. There's that obligation coming in. There's Temperance coming through again. And then you've got the Knight of Swords. I think there's another obligation you have to face. Or some kind of like to, have to contend with here. Because this is sending a message. And you've been patient. But it kind of seems to me like this is another, like you've got obligation down here that you just feel is a done deal. You're not happy in this anymore. You're dissatisfied. You're really not participating in it. It just kind of seems to be over with. But you still might be trying to keep up your obligation to this. But I think there's a chain of events. This is about, doing something here. We've got Temperance. That has to do with communication. Sending a message. This might be very hard for you to communicate. But you want to bring something together here. Like being a mediator, so to speak, that can give you different perspective. And we got the Hierophant coming in. This could be someone that you're married to or someone that you have a commitment to or had a commitment to. This is Taurus energy coming in. I've got Sagittarius energy coming in. Why is this Temperance here? It's kind of like... Oh, okay. This is what's holding you back. Because you're not doing what you really want to do. You're trying to bring something together here. And it's not the same thing as the outside, whatever outside influence is right now in your life. You're wanting to bring something together here. But I don't know that you're feeling like you should or that you can or, this would be a stretch. It would be a stretch. But you're wanting to send a message. Let's find out what the Ace of Swords is, because this is the overall picture. And it's funny, you have the Ace of Swords here and the Ace of Swords over here in what's coming towards you. Well, it's clarified by the Ace of Swords. So Earth signs, what this is telling me is that there's got to be some kind of transparency, some kind of truth is trying to emerge here. It has something to do with your feelings. There's some sort of shadow aspect here that needs to be communicated and it needs to be shared. And I think the challenge for you is if you want to heal something here, you want some sort of healing to take place, because what you want is going to take time, it's going to take effort, it's going to take clarity, it's going to take, I mean, you're going to have to build, like rebuild a reputation here. And that's where this Nine of Pentacles is coming in. You know, you want to rebuild, or, you know, it's going to take patience. Whatever you're learning new is going to take patience. And it's going to take clarity, and it's going to take understanding. So let's see what the Seven of Pentacles is. Clarify the Seven of Pentacles here. Yeah, it's going to take time. It's going to take time. It's going to take you tending to your own garden for a while, because you want to go, either you want somebody to come back into your life, or you want to go back into somebody else's life. You got the star here and the star here. Here's your person, and here's your person. This is a deep soul connection here. There's a lot of love and devotion here. King of Cups. There's an Ace of Wands. There's reboot. There's somebody here that you want to talk to. I don't know that you feel like you should. I think you want to. I think it's going to take a lot. I think it's going to require a lot of patience. But you want to shift something here. And I think, you know, you've got, truth has to come out. Truth has to come out. And it might be kind of painful. But you got the ace. Look how many aces of swords you got. It might be kind of painful. And you might have to sit with it for a while. But this is a shadow aspect coming out. Because these feelings need to move. Eight of Wands, energy. Energy needs movement, movement, movement. And here's where you start your new beginning by getting in touch with your feelings. And it's going to, you know, it's going to take time. It's going to take patience. It's going to take you watering your own garden. But you want to go back here somewhere to someone, your person. And that's Aquarius coming in up here. I've got Taurus coming in here. So this shadow aspect's really kind of your blessing. So let's grab a relationship card. Oh yeah, it's going to require both independence and clarity. Being very clear. Make the effort and separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Could be in separation right now from this person. But it looks like you do want to make the effort here. This is about confidence. And it's going to take time to bring that confidence back. Give me one more, please. getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost self, there's your King of Cups. Your bond deepens. I'm going to pull one Gaia card. This is like getting to know each other all over again. It's got to be clear. It's, you know, the foundation has to be set from a very honest, integral, authentic kind of reality coming through here. But there's definitely some things that need to be healed, and there's definitely some shadow aspects coming up in this. Sacred journey, life cycles, family, and transformation. Sadness, a hidden gift. Sadness, an ending, and a new beginning, and finally liberation is at hand. Breaking free from negative attachments. So that's what I have for you for July forecast. That's pretty good. It looks like things are going to get a little bit, you know, there's some things that you need to contend with before moving forward into this, but slow and steady wins the race here, and staying, you know, very authentic in your truth. That's what I have for you for July, Earth signs. I hope this helped, and until next time, Grand Rising Earth signs. Bye-bye.